All right, done exercising the body. Now, time to exercise the mind. Welcome to GMAT Tuesdays. I'm Kevin, and it's Tuesday, coming to you from Magoosh, gmat.magoosh.com. So, we're working with idioms. Again, more idioms. There's so many idioms that might show up in sentence correction, so we're trying to cover any possible one that might be there so that you're ready to go. So let's dive into our 4 idioms for the day, or for the week. So first one, prevent, to prevent skateboarders to use or from using public sidewalks, the city, there should be a comment here. The city will fine violators. Good thing we're editing along the way. So when you use the word prevent, you're always going to want to use from and a gerund, never an infinitive. So the correct usage is prevent from and then a gerund, so verb plus ing. So to prevent skateboarders from using public sidewalks, the city will fine violators. Any questions? Next, 10,000 people came to her first concert in Chicago, but many fewer have come to her more recent concerts. All right, less or fewer, what is the difference between the two? One has to do with things that we can count, and one has to do with things that we cannot count. So in this case, we're talking about people. You can count people, so many fewer have come to her more recent concert. So fewer is always used with things that we can count, that we can count out on our fingers. Less is used for things that we cannot count. And keeping with the idea of being able to count or not count things, we have another sentence related to this idea. If the recently released activist advocates unrest tonight at the rally, no amount or no number of placating will be able to prevent a riot. So in this case, we're talking about placating. Now, placating isn't a thing that you can count. You can't count your placates. That just sounds weird, right? So in this case, we would not use number, which is for things that we can count, and we'd use amount, which is for things that we cannot count. So the sentence would read, no amount of placating will be able to prevent a riot. Okay, so amount is for things you can't count, number for things you can. Finally, last sentence, until the day we find extraterrestrial life, we will always wonder whether or wonder if there is life in outer space. Won't we? So in this case, do we use whether or do we use if? So if is used for conditional cases. Whether is used for a realm of possibility. And so in this case, we're not dealing with something that is a conditional case or a causal. So we're not going to use if, we're going to use whether. Wonder whether. Because there's a whole realm of possibility here. So don't use if, use whether. All right. That is all I have for you today. If you need more help, please leave comments down below. I'd be happy to answer them. Also, head over to gmat.magoosh.com if you need even more assistance or want practice questions or lessons. And then finally, subscribe to our channel. That way you know when the next video on idioms comes out. All right, be excellent to the universe. Don't forget to exercise.